Hi, everyone. Welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. We have another subscriber spotlight for you. With us today is Tess Castro, and of course, my moderator, Julie. Hi, Tess.
Hi, how are you, Laura? Hi, Julie.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, well, if you have attended our Sunday meditations that we have the third Sunday of every month, and if this happens on schedule, actually, you'll be watching this, and later today we'll be having our usual monthly meditation. Tess tells us in the comments that during the meditation, she is playing her singing bowls. I think that's the phrase for them, right, Tess?
Yes, crystal singing bowls are the big kind. There are two kinds. But
Okay,
yeah,
well, start telling us about them and show us what you do, and explain a little about how that helps the meditative and healing energies that we're interested in attracting.
sure. The first attraction I had was to the Tibetan bowls, which are made out of metallic, more like a bronze. These are Tibetan singing bowls, and they produce a frequency, a tone, and they're a little less specific for an A, B, C, D, or F, off of a scale than a crystal. Crystal bowls are actual F notes, G notes, and they affect different chakras. This one, which has a, sorry, I get confused. This one, which has a pineal effect, it affects our pineal gland. It opens up the chakra, the root chakra, and I'm sorry, the crown chakra and the pineal gland. And what you do is you take a wand and you go around it. It's gonna, if you have headphones, you're gonna lower your volume. I should have mentioned that. This could be embarrassing. Are you hearing this?
Yes, I can hear it.
Let it go for a while. It actually reduces stress. It can be very healing to some. For this one, too long because it will get annoying if someone's wearing
Okay,
headphones.
turn your mic up a little more again.
Okay. If someone's wearing headphones, that can really get to you. So usually I would let one know if they're listening to it on their headset. But yeah, the tone of these actually affect our chakras. They can be very healing. I have another one that I use usually for your meditation, Laura. I use the heart chakra one. It's a bigger one. It's a C, I believe. And I'm going to do it closer to the microphone because I'm having trouble with the microphone. Lower. It opens up the heart chakra. It's healing for emotional healing, stress. And when you do your meditations, as you have an intention, I bring it. So Laura's reading a comment from one of the people in the chats. As you mentioned, each comment, every intention, I will strike it, and it helps send a little extra boost of because we all have a mountain of white light inside of
Okay,
us.
bring your microphone back up.
When
Got a little quiet there, Tess. You were saying we all have white light.
Oh yeah, we all have a mountain of white light inside of us, and when we are together in meditation, what we are doing is we are actually sending out that white light in our minds, even if we're not imagining it. That's what's happening, and hearing the striking of a crystal ball for me helps keep me focused and with intent, and it sends it out. So to me, I find crystal bowls quite reassuring. They calm me. They're used a lot in meditation.
I
Um,
got I
Beautiful.
got chills for doing that, and you said we all have white light. I got full body chills. It was beautiful.
it's
Just
true.
that you do that while we're meditating, and for every comment, I got total chills because that's so beautiful. It just reinforces everybody's intention.
It helps. It helps. I don't need the people in the chats to know it, but to me, it's helping each of them know that somebody is also, helping strengthen their intention. And when we
It's
all focus, like Laura has told us, we all focus on something, we can actually make a difference. So it's, it's important to do that.
Yeah, yeah. And you're contributing it to the collective. Even if we can't hear it, it's part of the energy. So I love just that whole thought of that. Now, I have never worked with crystal bowls. So tell me the striker you used. Does that have to be specific to the bowl? Tell me a little about that.
Yeah, this is actually got a kind of a material on it that's not abrasive to the skin, but some are wood. You can actually use a wooden striker on a metal crystal singing bowl. It's not crystal. You want to use something heavier, like something wood would work. When I was young and had hearing trouble as a child, my parents had bought me a lot of bells, and bells have tones, and it just helped me focus my, because they didn't know for sure what the trouble was with my hearing. This will have a certain sound if you just ring it, but by striking it, you actually get a different tone. You actually get the note that's in the actual shape of the bell jar. This is called a bell jar, I believe. So with these Tibetan bowls, these are made by hand, so they actually have to craft this to have the right tone, the right sound. So this is really a work of art. They're not expensive. Amazon has these for less than $12. I have two or three of them, and they all have the same tone, which is interesting. Different sizes all have. So they actually are crafted by people in little towns that are specific for this product, and they don't, considering it's Amazon, it's really a reasonable price. They're decorated inside with all kinds of interesting symbols, which I don't know about the symbology. I should look into that. I'm hoping it's all for the good of
I think
sorts.
you'd intuitively know that. I really do.
Yeah.
And then even if it wasn't, like I've had people ask me questions and I said, it's the intent. It's the intent. Maybe evil meant it for this, but if your intent is this, sleep easy. Sleep
These
easy.
bowls are made out of crystal, which I thought they hollowed them out of a stone. That's not true. They actually grind it down to a silicone, so to speak, and then they shape them. But they have to get them perfect, and they bake it off in some oven. So this is not smaller because of the difference in the note. It's just, smaller in stature, but it is smaller in the width of the top. So the higher it is, I believe, the smaller it gets here. So, because this one is higher than the heart chakra. And these bowls are a little pricey. They can be had for $80 to $100. And they just send you one of the strikers with it. I'm also interested because like I said, I'm frequency bound because my hearing situation sometimes. I learned a lot about tones. My hearing doctor used to strike one of these and put it near my head to see if I was able to hear. It's doing it again. The tone. I find out from Elena Denan, this one actually heals you at the cellular level. This is a 4096. This cost me about $8 on Amazon, and it's got this kind of a tone. I don't know if that comes across on the microphone very well because it's a very discreet sound. And this one's for the pineal gland. I have friends that come by if they have a headache. I just have them lay down and I put this on their forehead, and it actually is pineal activating, but it will relieve any kind of sinus, stress, things of that nature. And it just takes a few times, maybe 3 times in 5 minutes. And I use the crystal bowls in and out, and they feel better. Just friends coming.
Wow.
So I'm practicing on my friends. They
So
don't mind.
test question. The the tuning fork that does the pineal, was that a specific, do you remember what specific
Oh yeah, the
size
hertz.
or
Yeah, the hertz on it. I believe it's 523. Sorry about my needing glasses. 528. It's a
528?
528. This is about $5 on Amazon. This one might have been 12. This is a 4096. Then it says C underneath. And this one has MI. I'm not sure if MI means anything, but they sell sets of them. I didn't want to get a whole set. I wanted this one because it was the pineal, and this little one from what Elena Denon explained. You can put this over a glass of water and it'll purify the water. You can drink it. The water is healthy for you. You also
Wow.
should always, there's a lot of little spiritual hygiene that, we were raised to wash our face, brush our teeth, wash our hands before bed and in the morning. They should have spiritually hygiene taught us, and we will, I'm sure, in the future, how to, bless our food, keep it safe because of you don't know where nowadays with all the packaging and so forth, it's good to have. But just in gratitude too for our nutrition and everything, of everything coming into our bodies be healthy. There are ways to help yourself with that. So I have developed a little bit of culinary hygiene, a little bit of, as far as cooking and eating, and things to do in the morning and at night with my singing bowls. So that's
Very
become
neat.
it's become my new way of life the last year and a half. COVID, I have to say, I'm grateful for the few things I've gone inside to find out. It was a plus to being locked down. It was forced me
Yeah,
in.
it started the Great Awakening they speak of. On an individual basis, it started it for a lot of people. They started
Yeah.
questioning narratives, and I don't know how that dovetails with, we hear that we're getting some solar um, healing rays coming our way and things like that. I think that it was just all divinely timed so that as many people as possible would start exploring gifts, um, thinking critically. It did that. One of the things that evil has done, they wanted us home, they wanted us locked down because they wanted to test how well they could control us with fear.
Yeah.
But it also gave us something we hadn't had in generations, which was a little extra time.
Yep.
Some
And look
breeze.
what people did just during these lockdowns, even while they were worried about the toilet paper supplies and, you know, things like that. And would they be able to get a mask so they could go out of the house and all those other things?
Yeah.
Think about what if on a daily basis we had that time to be learning spiritual health protocols and stuff like that. I mean, I think that time is coming. So even though evil planned it, there's a lot of good that came out of it. And I think that's beautiful.
It's important to remember that even the struggles we have are, bear fruit in hindsight, hopefully in the far
Yeah.
past,
Yeah.
soon to be the far past, right?
Right. So
I'm
before
very
we stop our recording, Tess, do you have a claim to fame other than this? It looks like you got a whole little cottage industry going with, frequency healing, and I think that's fabulous.
I'm
Um,
involved. I like it. It's interesting to me. And we always get better at things that we do repetitively. I believe that. So as long as I keep trying, I know it'll pay off. But
Absolutely.
I'm very grateful to you for this channel, Laura. That kind of saved my bacon a lot too, because you do get a little there's a lot going on in the world. So it's nice to be with like-minded, uplifting people too.
Yeah, yeah. We can have our heads in the clouds a little bit, but keep our feet on the ground. And just learning, oh, I'm supposed to feel afraid. Well, guess what? I don't.
Right? Right. We're gonna make it through this like everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't claim to know how it's all going to unfold. Um, but it's going to unfold with me feeling love in my heart and a smile on my face as much as possible. That's all I know. Well, Tess, thank you for taking this time to let us see and hear your singing bowls. And if we ever do a meditation by Zoom, then of course you could contribute it during it. But since it's usually just a live feed, so it's a
I'll always be there.
one person, we just have to know. But now we can also remember what we're hearing, from your
And it
video.
still works even afterwards, so if someone wants to listen to anyone. I like, there's a fella, it's called Our World, Our New Beginning, or Our New World. Michael, he's the one I had seen doing a crystal ball, which gave me the idea to let me look up and see how much those cost, because that looks like it's relaxing. Uh, so
I great. He's kind of got that New York total
yeah,
hard York coming through, but he's got a lot of great messages. Yeah. So
yeah, yeah, he is very interesting.
Yeah, Julie turned me on to him, so I've been listening to him a little bit too.
Yeah,
And
he's easy on the eyes, but he's also very, very nice message.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, that's it for this spotlight
Thank
segment
you.
from Laura's View and Tarot 2. Tess, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Great day. It's nice to meet you too, Junie. Sorry, Julie.
And
And
Julie, thank you again for contributing your energy to our little effort here.
love our trans Grammy. Trans
oh, thank you
Grammy.
so I love you, Tess. I feel your energy, and especially when you said that you're contributing those bowls, it just opened a whole new level for everyone. So thank you. You're
Thanks.
beautiful heart
My
light.
pleasure. Thanks. My pleasure.
And Zoom is getting a little fluky, so I'm going to say goodbye. And we're sending you love and light despite all these flashes.
Thanks, ladies.